And wellity, welcome folks. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore, so I will warn you up front. We are playing today an absolute favourite of mine. We are playing a game that I have played many a time, a game I know back to front, a game I own on various consoles, and a game made by Virgin Interactive, at least in Europe anyway. We are playing Resident Evil 2! The original on the PS1. No DualShock editions or GameCube editions here. Although for completionist's sake I do also own the PC version and I own the Dreamcast version. And we are, if you can guess by the FMV on display here, we are playing through Claire's scenario first. So, just like in Resident Evil 1, we are going to try and go for the best ending, no deaths, no saves, no save states, no first aid sprays. First thing we're going to do though, is going to change that to Type C so we can get that sweet auto aim. Stereo sound, don't need to adjust the monitor because we're on an emulator. Speaking of which, by the way, if you hear a funny sound in the background, like, you know, a very loud fan, that is my computer. I'm actually running this off my disk copy because, well, for one reason or another, emulated versions on ROMs don't seem to want to actually work on my emulator, like all things are flickery and bad. And for another, I've tried running the PC version, and that seems to give me either no sound or no FMVs, so don't want to miss out on any of those, do we? Anyway, let's start a new game. And on normal difficulty. Listen to that disc speed up. Not sure how much is going to come out in the actual recording, but we'll find out. Previously on Resident Evil, zombies happened.
A bizarre incident occurred.
Yeah, just to warn you, there might be a few skips here and there where it has to load audio. Again, running off a disc, so...
It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus.
Represented here by some bread mold.
Created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation of the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine.
Still no mention of my boy Barry.
But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Well, we wouldn't have a game series if that was true. Anywho, in this game, we no longer have, what do you call it, digitized actors and, you know, live action footage and things. We have CGI. Glorious, glorious CGI. We got a very empty Raccoon City by the looks of things. So Raccoon City was mentioned in the original game, like in newspaper clippings and in the introduction and things, so... There's our girl Claire.
I'm finally here.
I think we can all agree one of the best female protagonists in games. Do I like her as much as Jill? On the fence. Both have their, you know, popularity and their differences. Oh, there's a guy with a bit of a skin condition. Oh, I love this guy.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me? Just gonna drive off with his bloody arm. Sure, that was perfectly fine.
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello?
Ah, the specials on delivery. Want some?
Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
I don't think he is. Run, I'm about to say run, Jill. Run, Claire. Leonardo
Wait!
DiCaprio!
Don't
Get
shoot!
down!
No, that's Leon. In his weird 90s
We
hair.
can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Well, given us either stranger or zombies, I think we're gonna go stranger for now.
There!
Just so happen to be a police car lying around.
Buckle up.
Okay.
Slow down.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a
You're
cop.
not even playing with a radio, you got both hands on a wheel.
First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, at
Mine's
least we're getting the
Claire.
pleasantries out of
Claire
the way.
Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
Oh, hey, it's Trucker Guy. Wonder if you're still wondering who bit him. Apparently that bite made him a bad driver.
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Is that
Better
standard
take it
police
easy.
procedure? How long was he back there for? Quick, drive faster away from the zombies. Damn, that zombie flew out straight like a dart.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Funny you mentioned that.
Hey! That maniac's gonna win! Run!
Smash. And that's how our heroes get simulated. Talk about starting off a game with a bang.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
I can actually feel my bed vibrating from the disc spinner. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This is just the beginning of their worst nightmare. And away we go. So, same controls as before, still got your tank controls. Still got your... Slight differences now, whatchamacallit, bring up the inventory as circle. And you still aim with R1, but as you can see, we've got auto aim on now. So we're just gonna dodge and weave around these zombies. And run into here. Gun shop. Just a perfect place to go in a zombie apocalypse. And we still got our loading doors. Sweet, glorious loading doors.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
How'd you cock a crossbow?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Why would you cock it twice? That's another question. I'm about to ask, why is he still aiming at us?
Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
Oh yeah, so many zombies know how to use doors and
What's
shout at
going
us.
on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
You're one of those very slow kind of, gun owner people, aren't you? You didn't even notice that there was a zombie apocalypse going on until literally the last possible moment?
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here.
Anyway,
I'm keeping a close eye on things.
yeah, we'll see just how close of an eye you're keeping on things. Anyway, there are quite a few things to pick up in here, but we are not going to be doing any of that. As you can see up here, there's some handgun ammo, and... Oh. We have a cutscene start, come on, load up your disc. There we go. And there goes our gunshot man. Goodbye, Robert Kendo. You are sorely missed. Although I'm pretty sure you're much sorer. Fun fun fact, in the original Resident Evil 1.5, he had a much bigger role. He was actually Claire's support, not Claire, Elsa's supporting character. Mad face of zombies, and now we're going to take what you could call a sacrificial hit. So we can get past all of them. Yes. Swing and a miss. Through there, only one hit. Good for me. Not so much for the zombie. So why are we avoiding all of the items, despite the fact I've gone past several boxes of ammo? Well, the reason why is that by doing this, we unlock something very special. We unlock a special key to be found on a special zombie that I will not spoil. And by killing that particular special zombie, we will find ourselves getting not only a new costume, but we'll also be getting a new gun. So, if you want that, best not to grab anything, because any items grabbed will mean the zombie does not spawn. I think I got like a load of dinner forks stuck in his back. Ow. Oh god, no. Go away, zombies. Quick, onto the safety bus. Now we're actually going to have to use our handgun for this one, so... Unlike the last game, ammo preservation isn't really something you need to worry about. Because this game does throw a lot more bullets at you. It throws a lot more zombies at you, but it also throws matching amounts of bullets. See, for this game they kind of ramped up the combat on this. Still kept the old engine, but hey ho. But of course, still the best way to deal with zombies is to just dodge them like the master that I am. A grandmaster, you could say. And let's see if Mr. Special Zombie has spawned. Yes, he has! There is our boy Brad Vickers, the man who left us behind in the original Resident Evil, so I'm glad he's a zombie. Also, fun fact, if you're playing the Dreamcast version, this herb is not here. I'll point out a few differences between a few of the ports I've noticed. I've played probably the PS1 version and the Dreamcast version more than any other version of this game. And while the Dreamcast version does have, like, you know, better graphics, and it's got the UMV support, which is very good because it allows you to see your health and ammo without having to check through the menu, it does change up a few positioning things, and the lack of having extra buttons kind of messes with things a little bit. Apologies for that. Anyway, we are in the police station. Most of these doors are locked already, so let's have an explorsy-a-peersy. See just what we find. Something grisly, judging by the music. Yeah, yes, get all the Will Smith jokes out of the way. This guy is... what's his name again? It's like Marvin
Hang
Branner
in
or
there.
something.
Are you the only officer left in the building?
His backstory gets explained in Resident Evil Outbreak.
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry.
Yay!
Every last STARS team member has disappeared.
Except for Rebecca,
We
she's
should've
at home
listened to
resting.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures
You could almost call them
in
zombies.
a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Mainly because everything blew up.
Are you okay?
What do you think? This
Don't
isn't
worry
a
about me.
ketchup stain.
Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms.
You said you're the only officer left.
Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this.
Oh god, it's Metal
Now
Gear
go.
Solid all over again.
But
Just go.
Whoa, no need for that.
okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
And here's something that really doesn't make any sense to me, despite the fact that he's mortally wounded and everything. Whoa, come on, load up. There we go. Despite the fact that he's been mortally wounded, he still manages to instantly get up, walk over, and lock the door behind us. Anyway, he gave us a keycard. And we've also got some handgun bullets here. Very useful. And we've got 30 of them. Tweet woo. There's an ink ribbon on the table there. We do not need that. We will use the computer instead, though. Yeah. Always wonder what that is down there, that test image at the bottom there. It's like a zombie face just for some random reason. Anyway, those doors are unlocked. We have no more need for the keycard. And tell you what, while we're here, we may as well put those extra bullets to good use, shall we? Now, one thing worth mentioning is that you can kill Brad pretty much at any time. He doesn't despawn or anything. And I'm just kind of getting that away while I can right now. He is probably the single toughest zombie in, like, base zombie in the game. The amount of bullets he takes is amazing. Oh yeah, normal zombie would have dropped by now. Oh god, caught reloading. Save myself a bullet here. Yep, I kind of fell for that one. It's also worth mentioning that the knife in this game is the single worst knife in all of Resident Evil. Like, literally, you are using a toothpick at this point. So, first chance we get, we're gonna dump that knife. But there's not even any blocks that we can glitch behind, like in Resident Evil 1. Literally, and he's dead. Literally, the only game the knife has been good in, like from the classic series, has been Code Veronica. That's because of the way the knife was coded, so that every part of the swing counted as a connecting hit. So, like, you're doing like 6 swings with the knife with like every hit, or like 6 hits with every swing. I mean, anyway, we've gotten the special key, and luckily the use for it is quite close by. So first thing we want to do is we want to get ourselves a save room, which luckily is right here. Yay, save room! Although no save room music in this room for some reason. Anyway, get away with that rubbish knife. We'll put away the herb for now. And we'll keep everything else here. No, don't go back in the box, Claire. So there's a book on the table here. Let's give this a read. Police Memorandum. This letter is to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with a 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236. That's a code that we are going to be using quite soon. And while we're at it, have a quick look-see-loo over here. It's an office. An office with nothing we can use in it. And a wanted poster on the wall. And one important thing, in this game, Claire is our master of unlocking, where she has a lockpick. We, however, do not need the first aid spray. That's another thing that has been introduced, that I should probably point out. We now have character inventory slots. So these are basically plot-critical items to prevent you from, you know, losing them. So, for Claire, she gets a lockpick for small things like that. And for... what was that? Too dark to see anything outside. Anyway, but for... what do you call it? For Leon, he carries around the lighter, so that saves us having to find one in his scenario. Any him? Because there's a nice long corridor here, and there's... what's that noise? It's like a dripping noise or something. What's this? Open close switch for the shutter. It can't be activated because the cord is cut. I wonder who did that. And oh! The head is missing. It's either been twisted off. Ew. Anyway, thank you for your handgun bullets. I have to wonder what on earth could have caused that. What's that dripping? Fun fact, the scene is actually slightly censored. In the original Japanese release, you actually do see the head drop down to the floor. And oh, here is our hunter for the game. This is the liquor. Now, important thing to mention about the liquors. Their vision is based on sound. So as long as you are very careful in how you move, you can slip right past them. Quickly, quickly. Load, damn it, load. Ow, quickly, quickly. Quickly, quickly get that. Take that green herb. And run, 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 run. Thankfully though, hunters are nowhere near as bad. No, lickers are nowhere near as bad as hunters were in the original game. For one thing, they're a lot weaker, they're a lot slower, and they don't have that damn decapitation ability. Let's see, let's have a go in here so we can collect something. Don't really have to come back to this room until later, but ho hum. Now a run Z to the back room. There's a fireplace. In the fireplace, an oil painting hangs above it. The title is Sacrifice to Hellfire. Have to wonder what that's doing in a police department, but whatever. Although it is actually mentioned that this police department is pretty much a converted museum, so that's why everything looks so weird in here. Well, it's basically a mansion. Because I've been inside of a police station before. It certainly didn't have oil paintings all over the place. Operation report. Operation reports September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more have been killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed. We no longer have contact with the outside. We decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing as many survivors, as well as prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. You're doing a bang-up job there. The details are as follows. Security of armaments. Chief Hires has voiced a concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombie attack, how very coincidental, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent possible seizure. Unfortunately, the decision made it extremely difficult to locate all ammunition stashes. So this is our excuse for why there's bullets lying all over the place. It's been our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. As stated earlier, it would be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply remains in the underground weapons storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapons storage is missing, and we've been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It's become our top priority to restore the power to the power room and Shirley's locks. 1 PM, and the West Barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people injured during the battle. David Ford. 3 additional people were killed following a sudden appearance of an as yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, the most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. The numbers as well as their locations remains unknown. We've tentatively named this creature the Licker. We're currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. So basically, we're screwed, our chief has screwed us. There's this weird licky creature that is going to also screw us over. Anyway, we can use this herb, and we are going to head out. Nothing we can really do in this room now until we get ourselves a lighter. A lot of broken glass, they're always helpful to have. And follow we go. See what we can find. And it is zombies! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, darn it. Almost had it. Quickly grab the herbs, grab the herbs, grab the herbs. Quick as your PS1 loading times will allow you. And now Run for the door, run for the door. For you. But first thing I want to do is that, like I promised you, we are going to be getting a new gun. So I want to use up the remaining 5 bullets in our handgun at the moment, so I can save a little ammo. 3, 4, 5. So that's at least one zombie dealt with, and now we have an empty gun.